Welcome back, fellas. Back-to-back uploads again. Okay, we had that video go out yesterday about the great rotation, and now we are doing a portfolio update. All right, portfolio update. I'm excited for this one because I did make some moves. By the way, if you didn't check out my last video yesterday, go check it out. It is the final rotation that I think is about to happen. Kind of just where I see the market going and why. But definitely very solid video, especially for you newbies. And yeah, let's jump right into it. So the portfolio. Okay, I did make some moves. I did, and I know it's been a little while. I think last time I did a portfolio update was about 2 weeks ago, maybe even longer. So let's get right into it. I'm going to show you the portfolio, and I'm going to deep dive a little bit more into it now. We did get, a pretty big drop the other day. We dropped under 100K, but we're sitting right around a little over 100. Our Bitcoin valuation is just under one Bitcoin. So, yeah. So what we have been doing since last video is we made a couple moves. Okay. Now, my biggest move was Toshi. I believe I actually didn't own any last video, but I ended up moving my NPC and buying more Toshi with cash. All right, because first of all right, I'm going to show you the Toshi chart. All right, this is one of the most beautiful charts in crypto, honestly. Upwards accumulation, and just it's on the verge of a breakout. I'm gonna go to the weekly here. It's on the verge of a breakout. I mean, we have this beautiful just ascending wedge here, and we're looking like we're gonna break out at any point, and go higher. So that's that. I really like the chart. I really like what is going on. The RSI is climbing. We have a positive money flow. I'm not going to show you all the technicals right now because that doesn't matter much, but the 2% depth also is relatively low for a market cap of 300 million. And I see. Also, it did flip. If you go to base, it did flip Brett as the king meme of base. All right, and I think base is the chain for the next meme super cycle. All right, now when I say that, right, we already saw a meme wave on Solana. We already saw it on BNB just a few weeks ago, and I think the next chain to get a meme pump or a massive meme pump is going to be base. All right, now why base? Because they are one of the biggest chains, and in terms of revenue, if we go to revenue, by chain, base is number 2. They're number 2. They're doing more revenue than Ethereum. Well, I mean, they're on Ethereum, but they're doing more revenue than Ethereum. They're doing more revenue than Binance, than Solana, than Hyperliquid. I mean, by far. Tron is cooking. I think Tron memes also are going to cook. Could be worth looking into, honestly, to add like a couple $100 here and there. But base is up next. All right, base is up next. They're only growing. I'm going to go to look at this TVL chart. I mean, it's beautiful. It's just a straight beautiful line up. $5 billion in TVL, and it just keeps climbing. So I think base. Base memes, base tokens in general is going to be the narrative for the next year, the rest of the year. I think every single token on base is going to explode. Honestly, if you buy any token on base, I guarantee in 3 months, you'll probably be significantly up in the green. We saw Zora just release. Zora's cooking right now. Did it break an all-time high again? I think it just did. Let's go to the week. The daily here. Just about. Zora is looking really good. Looks like it wants to break out to the upside. There's a lot of good projects, a lot of good fundamentals on the ecosystem being built, and I really like the direction of base. So with that being said, that is why I have a big position in Toshi. It is the largest meme coin on base, and you guys know what happens to meme coins when an ecosystem pumps. Okay, the meme coins go ballistic. Okay, and only sitting at 300 million. I think this can run to 10 billion. I really do. I think it's a 30x. I think it really is. I really do. And we'll see what happens there. But yeah, that's it for Toshi. Moving on, I did add a position here with BitTensor. I moved out of Fetch. I added BitTensor. I think it's just a better play, and I think it's the king of the AI space. I think it's running away with the crown, and it is the AI play. It really is. They are the king of crypto AI right now, and it would be stupid to fade them. So I might buy a little bit more, but I do have a little bit of BitTensor. I also bought another meme coin on Base, Keyboard Cat, and I'll show you why. They have 700,000 holders, over 700,000 holders. Now, this could be from airdrops as well, but that's fine. The 2% depth is $9,000, which means to move the coin 2%, you only need $9,000 of capital, all right? And let's do the math on that, right? So, calculator, to move it 9,000, to move it 100%, you multiply that by 50, you only need $450,000 to move it 100%. That is absolutely nothing, right? So let's say we want to move it 10x, or no, this would be times 9, would be 10x. 4 million? That is nothing. That is absolutely nothing. That really is nothing. I think this coin could fly. Its market cap is only 18 million. We could see it at $1 billion. We could easily see it at $1 billion. I think it's just super undervalued and ready to fly. Not ready to fly, but has potential to fly. All right, now I have a very small position. It is definitely my smallest holding. But, you know, I only have $600 in Keyboard Cat. But I think it is a meme play, especially like I just said, if these memes on Base start to take off, I could see it flying. I could see it flying, all right? And I just want to be positioned in a smaller cap meme, just in case. Other than that, didn't do too much. I'm going to show you the DeFi as well. Bluefin, we are doing about $12 a day in rewards. Didn't do much changes here. I might buy more ETH, because it's printing, guys. It is printing. It is still printing at 90% APR. I mean, it's insane. I would love to add a little more, especially because ETH did dip a little bit from that big liquidation we had the other day. Oops, what just happened? As you can see, it is down from where it was, but if I can accumulate more at still 90%, I would, you know, I would love that. So might buy some more ETH in here just to print a little bit more. And what we're doing with that printed money, if you guys forget, we're putting it into SUI and we're putting it back into USDC. So it's just printing us. It's printing as income essentially. And we will use this SUI as it appreciates to pay off our debt. So that's what we've been doing this whole cycle. Same thing in Navi protocol. We have $42,000. Most of it is SUI. I have a little bit of Ethereum, some USDT, and then Walrus, Deep Book, a little bit of ETH. And same thing. Rewards coming in, we put that into SUI. We also been recompounding into Deep and Walrus, and just letting that stack. And we're earning 12% APR on that. And in total, if we go to the spreadsheet, why is... If it makes me sign in, I'm giving up. Oh, maybe we... Okay, here we go. If we do that in the spreadsheet, how much are we making every single day? We are making... Let's do the math on that. 42,000 at 12%. Oops. And then Bluefin is going to be, we have 14,000 at 36%. Total, we are earning $28 a day. We are down a little bit, but it's all right. It's expected, especially with that liquidation, because our tokens are now worth a little bit less. So, you know, 90% APR on less money is going to be less money. But still almost $30 a day. I'm fine with that. You know, I don't really see a crazy need to keep scaling this. I'm just going to keep recompounding and use that money. You know, we're definitely late in the cycle. So, you know, we don't have much time to keep compounding anyway. Maybe 3 months, if that. But yeah, so last week we did about $21 a day in fees. You know, it went down a little bit, but we're still over that $20 range. I'm fine with it. I'm definitely fine with it. You know, that at the end of the day, that is over $600 a month in fees, so I will take it. So yeah, Moonwell, my other DeFi position, didn't do much. I think I did end up, yeah, I ended up lending an extra like 500 bucks in here. I'm gonna try to, my goal, honestly, from November and December, okay, I expect things to kind of start to move a little bit, especially like by mid-November. So my goal, and look, we're late in the cycle, okay? This is the end of the cycle, right? It's obviously not the end. I think there's more room to go and a little bit higher to go, but we are in the end of the cycle. So you want to always decrease risk, not increase risk. And my goal in November, December is to just get as much cash position as I can. Get as much as I can, right? And, you know, if I show you, my cash position is going to be, I have 11.5% and 3%, so almost 15% cash. I would like to get that to at least 30 by the end of November if I can. So I'm going to be pouring in cash, definitely, and maybe taking profits if we, you know, see profit taking levels in November. But, you know, by the end of the year, I want to be like mostly cash, like at least 50%, at least 60%. You know, I want to be out of this market, definitely by the end of the year. Latest probably mid-January, if I think we have more upside. But we're going to see the charts, and we're going to see how much room we think the market can still grow, especially in altcoins. So it's kind of like a wait and see, and, you know, reanalyze when we get there. But in the meantime, I'm going to be increasing this stable position because I want to be decreasing risk, not increasing risk, especially at some of these prices. You know, we don't have too much room up to go, but, you know, I have been buying because I think we still get one last leg and one huge bounce in altcoins, okay? And I'm not going to explain it here. I explained it in my last video, all right? Go watch the video titled The Great Rotation, because I did explain what I think is going to happen. And when we get that, that is why, you know, I've been buying these altcoins. And that's why everyone's been buying altcoins this whole cycle, is they've been waiting for this one moment. This one season where altcoins outperform Bitcoin, and I think it's going to happen very, very soon in the next couple weeks. So, yeah, that's all I got for this portfolio update. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, drop a comment what you're doing with your portfolio. I'd love to chat, and I will see you in the next. Peace out.